What is good, fam? Welcome to episode 20 of Speaking of Which podcast. Got my man John here with me.
Got my boy Aaron here with me, man. What episode is this, bro?
This is episode 20, bro.
20, y'all.
Viente. Crazy.
If you stuck with us from the beginning, yo, we really thank you guys. We on the road to 1,000 subs.
Facts.
We got like 300 more or something like that to go.
Something like that.
But yeah, excited for episode 20, man. We got some Drake album to discuss.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit to talk about.
We got the X 4-year anniversary of his passing. This
Crazy.
weekend is Father's Day weekend. So we're gonna discuss a little segment to do with our fathers and hot
Gotta
takes.
give the fathers the flowers, man. You gotta give them the flowers.
For sure.
We got some other things to talk about, but yeah, Colossal Radio. Don't forget that.
Yes, sir. Colossal Radio. If you want to tune in on Spotify and on Apple Music and what we listen to, you can check it out, man. And maybe you can be a part of it.
Let's go.
If you're an artist, you can submit your song. And of course, man, every episode of Speaking of Which podcast is on Spotify. Don't play yourself.
Yes, sir. So let's get right into it, man. Drizzy Drake Rogers just dropped a crazy project out of nowhere. Man. Left field, right field, center field. Came out of he just randomly.
You know who started that like random upload of an album? Beyonce. I remember Beyonce just dropped the album randomly.
She was the first, you think?
She was one of the first.
I think so. And then if you're reading this, it's too late. I remember when that came out, people were like, oh, he kind of did like the Beyonce.
Thing. Yeah.
Damn. Not too many people could do that too, man.
I'm gonna let you spit your game real quick.
I'm gonna say the little timeline. So I was at a Pusha T show. Oh, got the ice cream going crazy. Nice day outside. Pusha T show out of all rappers, right? I just so happened to go to a Pusha T show. I'm waiting in the crowd, and I go on Instagram real quick, and I see Drake talking about 7 studio album tonight. I'm like, what? 7 studio? Interesting. When I saw the cover, I was like, this about to be heat. This shit look fire. We about to get, I'm thinking it's going to be way better than COB. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. I thought maybe we were going to get just, I don't know, maybe another Take Care or maybe more aggressive, like if you're reading this, it's too late kind of vibes.
Right.
And it's funny, too, because Pusha T actually made a slight comment, like a little jab.
At the show?
At the show.
Wow, what he said?
Because he kept saying, it's almost dry. It was the It's Almost Dry tour. He just kept saying, It's Almost Dry is the fucking album of the year. And I don't care who drops. And the whole crowd's like, oh. He's like, ain't nobody fucking with this album. I was like, that was clearly a subtle shot to Drake. But yeah, when I first heard the first like 3 songs, I was like, what is this, man? Like, it definitely threw me out of, like, I don't know what the hell was going on in the 4th track. And then I saw the category said dance. But actually, before the album came out, I saw a tweet from one of his producers that said, I produced 6 of these songs. It's about to be the best dance album of all time. I'm like, damn, maybe we're going to get a bunch of, like, one dance type. Okay, I could get with that. Maybe some Blem type, you know what I'm saying? Passion fruit type songs. I was like, I could go for that. Summer vibes, let's get it. Turn me up. But it's still not that good. Even if it is outside of his element, and I respect him for, you know, trying something different outside the box, because what rappers really could do that? Make a random dance album out of the blue. But it definitely felt like one giant song, bro. One giant song.
I agree with that.
It's not horrible. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I got the Whole Lot of Red treatment. Like, this is trash, this is garbage. There's only like 2 songs I like, but it's just not my cup of tea, man. I could see it being played at clubs, but even then, the songs are still not that good. I've heard better dance songs, at least to me.
What would you rate it, gas, mid, or ass?
That shit's mid for sure.
Mid.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're into that kind of shit, sure, but that last track should have been a bonus track, by the way, because it's completely different.
So you're calling it mid?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to call it gas. And I'm going to tell you why.
Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. He's one of the first. I ain't gonna lie. He was vouching for
Only.
it.
I'm one of the only.
He's texting me like 3:30 in the morning. This shit a bop. Track 2, yo, this shit hard, boy.
Track 3.
Hear the ending. Yo, this shit's fire. Listen to this part. I'm like, bro, why you gassing this, bro?
Because I went into it with no expectations.
That's true.
The cover art's hard. First
Cover
of
art
all,
is amazing.
merch for this is gonna be great. I think
It's so simple.
And so I went into it with no expectations. I didn't know if he was gonna sing, if he was gonna rap, if he was gonna be on his one dance shit.
Right.
And going into the album, bro, it was just on some like late night driving on the highway with the top down, like type of vibe for me. Or you're sitting in an elevator and that Drake's that it's like elevated music. It's like electric house music.
Right.
It's a multitude of genres in one. So it was a breath of fresh air for me. And you had the last track with 21 Savage.
That shit's a hit.
Who that song kind of brought it back to what we love from Drake.
Yeah.
And I thought, experimenting with this album was a great idea, bro.
I respect it.
I fuck with it heavy.
Good for the summertime. I felt like if that whole album was like Jimmy Cook's, that shit could have been fire.
Most of this album is on some TikTok wave. Like, I feel like the TikTokers are going to have a ball with this.
Go crazy.
There's certain transitions in a lot of songs that would go well with a TikTok, crowd.
Yeah.
And I see the kids doing their little dances to it, I think it's a bop. Have you
seen the video of Drake where he was like, "It's okay if you guys don't get it. It's okay.
We're way ahead of you." That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of the songs are going to be placed in movies. In 2050, we're going to be hearing this album. We're going to be I can picture listening to this album in LA at the SLS hotel, and like you're in the lounge or in the lobby. You're in the lobby of a hotel and this is on, That's how I feel about this.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I listened to it a million times. I probably heard it like twice fully, like beginning to end. But the songs, Sticky is definitely a hit. Sticky is a hit, bro. That shit
What about,
fire.
What's the song, Keeper?
A Keeper and Sticky are my two favorite songs besides the 21 Savage track.
A Keeper is probably going to be the radio hit.
That ending, that way it goes into like that Beautiful People sound. It sounded like Beautiful People, the Chris Brown shit.
Yeah.
It was like a euphoric, like, that shit was hard. That transition was crazy, bro. But everything else, I don't know. They're not memorable. None of these songs are memorable.
And
I think Liability's garbage. Sorry.
Oh, Liability.
I don't like that slow reverb.
He claims Liability is the worst Drake song you've ever
Low-key,
played.
it's like top 10 worst.
I think it's a really good song. It's probably one of the better songs on the album. I love that dark-ass reverb he put on his voice. It reminds me a lot of like some Houston, Atlanta, Vegas / like Pimp C. Houston
but it's
shit.
worse. I've heard so much better Drake material than this.
It was a nice break from the 80s pop, like little house dance music. It was a nice
it's definitely
break.
a breath of fresh air, this album. We're so used to like a lot of the same shit, but maybe it's just not for me, man. I'm not a fan.
It's a better attempt of, going dance and going global than it was for More Life. More Life gave you more of the tracks like we had with 21 Savage. It had more
Ice
of that.
Melts with Thug, crazy.
So I feel like
Free Smoke.
More Life was on this. It's a similar vibe, but this one's just way more concentrated to just like elevator.
And you can't really
music.
compare it either. Like you can't really say technically it's his worst project because it's so different compared to everything else.
And my boy,
I'll give him that for sure.
Shout out Saint Velez, my man Peter. He's a house DJ and an electric.
He about to go crazy with this.
And I hit him up. I was like, "Yo, Drake made an album for like your crowd," and he's like, "Yeah, I know." And he had like mixed reviews. He said it was a bad attempt at another artist that does what's similar, but he said
because I don't really know the dance genre like that to compare other dance projects.
Yeah,
I don't know the ceiling of quality for that genre. I don't know.
I like it, man. I see it being played at like Coachella. I see it being played all summer, and there's some EDM vibes on there too. Which
this makes COB look like a classic.
And he said it's his 7th studio album.
And it's an actual album. All right, question then. Let's say Drake came out the gate saying, "Oh, I got a little EP, little mixtape for you guys tonight." would that completely change your narrative and perception going into it? Like, would you give him a pass? Like, oh, it's just a little mixtape. But the fact that he called it a studio album, I think that's where the bad reputation and narrative online is coming from.
Him calling it a studio album, it made me immediately think that CLB was a tape, even though it really wasn't.
That was an album. I just felt like it was a little too soon, but I get it because the summer's here.
He didn't even put his album in for the Grammys, because when his album dropped, the Travis Scott situation happened. And he was kind of a part of it because people died while he was on stage and whatever.
That shit wasn't gonna win though.
Yeah, I mean,
don't think so.
just him not even putting his album, like he didn't even.
But I think he
give it a
did though,
chance.
didn't he? And then took it out.
No, he never even entered the Grammy nomination. So,
who won this year? But the Grammys already happened, right?
Yeah.
Who won that shit?
Album of the year.
Yeah.
It might have been Tyler, right?
Oh yeah.
What about rap album?
Call Me If You Get Lost.
He won both album of the year and rap album.
Oh, that's a good question.
I think somebody else won album of the
I
year,
gotta look
but
into that.
yeah,
Drake, man, I respect it.
Drake.
Shout out you.
Like, what's that song called? Going Home.
Just hold on. Just hold on. We're going home.
Just hold on. This album is a bunch of those.
But worse.
We can agree to disagree, man.
Like, it's not horrible, but it's just not up to standard. All right, so we gonna talk about. Look, you and me been to a lot of shows, right? And he's been to a lot more shows than me because he's been in the game for a minute, going crazy with the camera. So you seen front row, literally on stage a lot of times. So in your opinion, I want you to go first. Who is the best performer that you've seen live, bro? And then we'll get into the worst.
Do I have to give the best? Because it's kind of hard to choose between.
Top three, who you think, like, wow. You know, like, they're really good performer.
I'm going to go with from earlier in my career in the industry to, like, now.
All right.
First one was Gunna in 2018.
Really?
April 2018.
Why is that?
He came out with, that was when he had Sold Out Days had just dropped. Oh, okay, with Thug and Baby.
Was Hell of a Price out yet? I love that shit. Drip Season 3,
Drip Season 3 was out.
That came out? Okay, so.
Yeah, so he came to SOBs in New York, and, you know, I got to meet him, which was cool, and the whole staff. And Nipsey Hussle came out. That was where I got that Nipsey picture, and I chopped it up with Nipsey, which was an experience, you know, I'll hold forever. And the actual show, bro, when I say everybody was singing word for word, every single bar.
Really?
And this is pretty early in his career, bro.
But how was his performance, though?
His performance was amazing. Honestly, him just standing there could have been fine too, because at that point I had never seen everybody singing word for word.
Man, this is old.
Like
too.
Every single bar to every single song was a movie, and that was very impressive. And then, I mean, I might be biased, but like Flatbush Zombies, like they were like the early concerts that I went to, like especially in college.
Good times,
bro. I broke my foot at a Flatbush Zombies show.
They went crazy though. The energy's crazy.
Damn. This guy Meech is doing front flips into the crowd on some Jaleel. You know.
Damn, that's fire.
They go crazy, and they're very in sync with each other because they've done so many shows. So they piggyback off each other.
Okay.
Another one was Thames. Thames is a Nigerian artist.
Really?
It was September 2021, and she had just got featured on. Oh no, this was 2 months before she got featured on Drake's album. So she came from Nigeria to the States, to New York, and did her first in-States performance.
And she went crazy,
bro. There was girls in tears. There was girls fainting. Girls like.
Really?
They looked like they seen Michael Jackson, bro.
Holy shit.
So I'm like, yo, I didn't know who she was.
I don't even know what kind of music she makes.
You know, it's like some soulful, like
got you. Okay.
African bebop vibe.
So she's singing though. She's a singer.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay. Like, and she's Nigeria's like goddess right now.
Wow.
She got a song. She's on the song with Future and Drake. I will wait for you.
Oh yeah. Oh, shit.
So, like,
Damn, I'm
and
sleeping.
yo, so when I saw people crying, and I was just in the green room with her, I'm like,
I know, and it's crazy to think because you have no expectations, you don't know, but then to see that,
and
that's
it's
probably.
a sold out crowd. I'm just like,
And where was that again?
yo,
What a,
SOBs.
and
And
for those
I'd
who don't
say,
know, SOBs isn't that big,
yeah,
right? I
it's
would
about
say,
500 to 1,000, maybe.
yeah, it's big enough,
maybe
but that's where a
500.
lot of like up and coming rappers or
I saw
buzzing
Ski there.
artists
Ski Mask was crazy there with Wi-Fi's funeral, but
were.
another one might be my last one.
Think real hard.
Man, it might be recency
hard.
bias.
What?
Dial-It tour was pretty good because I got to work that tour.
Cardi?
But I'm
And
gonna
that's
say Kid
pre-weird.
Cudi. I'm gonna say Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Really?
Yeah, from this last weekend,
Wow.
last weekend, yeah. Cause that was a day where I didn't have to pick up a camera and I could just enjoy the show, bro. Cause a lot of times when you work in these events,
You don't really, yeah.
you're so focused on keeping the focus,
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
lens and shit, and
You
you're
don't
like
get to go
mad.
crazy.
So I
Damn.
actually got to enjoy myself for the first time in a long time,
Right.
bro.
And he's actually a good performer, though. It's not like he's kind of.
And he performs songs that like are so near and dear to me. Like Cudi fans know, but yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, word.
What about you,
Okay.
bro?
Man, that's tough. Definitely, Jaleel is definitely up there. I think Jaleel is an amazing performer, and just the fact that he gets into the crowd like that, fire, bro. That was one of the most fun shows I've ever had, for sure.
Yep.
Just everybody's fucking with him. He's mad cool, diving into the crowd, like ripping the. That was just a crazy good performance, man. That was gas.
The cherry on top was that guy falling and looking like
Yeah, some guy talking about like from Family Guy for like 10 minutes, and yo, like, all right, bro, we trying to turn up. Fucking nah, he was fire. Shit, who else? I think Ski is an amazing performer. Actually, Ski, like, you could tell. I think he gets that from X, because he he lives in his shadow. He'll always be in X's shadow. He's always gonna have bring his legacy to every show.
Yep.
So he always brings that raw energy. No pun intended with Jaleel.
real raw. Yeah.
But he just be screaming. He dives into the crowd a lot. Like, he's just crazy. Like, the way he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he puts his all into that shit.
And when he dives in the crowd, he does a front flip like
Yeah, he
20
does a front
feet.
flip. Yup. Ski got that crazy energy.
He got hops.
Shit. Who else is a really good performer? 20. Dirk is alright. He's not that good. Migos, I'm trying to think. Yachty's pretty cool. I feel like back in the day he was a better performer. Now it's just like he's kind of just collecting the paycheck a little bit. Although he did go crazy at Summer Smash last year. That's one of the craziest crowds. You know that when he comes out?
Hell yeah, yeah.
It's one of the craziest shit. So, shit, hold on. Let me think. Because I've seen so many at like Rolling Loud and shit. Juice WRLD, man, was really awesome.
Man, Uzi's tour in 2017.
Uzi's a really good performer too.
Yo, honestly, I was so far, I couldn't even enjoy it, bro.
Uzi in 2021 Rolling Loud New York was way better than 2019 for some reason. He just had that, like, what am I? Like, he was just mad into it.
Uzi's show, I had my ex at the time, so like I couldn't just like full-fledged,
Trying to think, man. I would honestly say Travis Scott for sure. It's probably the
Oh yeah, I'm
best.
bugging. Whoa, I'm tweaking.
He's probably the best.
Yeah, he's the
performer
best.
in terms of rappers.
He's
Like,
the best.
puts in his all, literally tore his ACL at Rolling Loud and still fucking tried to hop on one leg going crazy.
Yeah, I'm mega tweaking for not
I
mentioning
would
Travis.
say Cardi, but put me up there. I could do the same shit. I'm sorry.
With that music.
Welcome to hell. Like,
And he kind of like, he on purpose like make sure he's not seen on stage too. Got all that
Yeah.
smoke.
yeah.
He looks like a shadow walking around.
Like, don't get me wrong. He's in it. Like, it's not like he's just there like, let's go. Don't get me wrong. Like, he screaming for a reason to get the crowd going crazy. And
If there was a fake Cardi, we would have no idea.
No
I'll say
idea.
that.
But he doesn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
Anymore.
Yeah, J.
'Cause I
Cole
did
is
the
actually a
Dialect tour.
really good performer, bro. Really good. When I saw him at Cali, that was amazing. I was not expecting
Very
that.
in touch with the fans.
Bro, he's rapping every single word, bro. Like, catching out of breath type shit. Like, that was really good. I'll say, like, one more. Sway Lee, bro. I got to give it to Sway Lee, bro. I was not expecting that experience. And my girl kept telling me, yo, come on, let's go see Sway Lee. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's go see Sway Lee.
I
So
think
we
I ain't got
went.
no type. When that shit hits,
Bro,
it hits different.
You don't realize how many hits he has until you go to his set, bro. I'm like, yo, this shit is like back to back to back. And then like when he did Swang, like where my Wild Boys at? And then Slim Jimmy came out. They were together. Oh, some
Swang.
young like
Yeah.
Swang. Yo, bro, what? Shout out Sway Lee, man. Ray Shremmer about to drop a new tape. But we gotta talk about the worst.
Yeah.
This is
the
the fun
worst.
part. This is the easy part.
The worst performer.
Let's go. Tell me who you think, bro. Because there are a couple. It's not too often where I go to a show and then when I leave, like, that was whack. That rarely happens, but
There was a
does happen.
situation with CK. Remember CK that
Yo, let him know.
There's this Nigerian artist, CK.
What's that song
He made
got?
that famous TikTok song.
That's how it is, right? Right.
Yeah. So it's time for him to perform. He's right at the stairs.
And
to
he's
go
right
up.
there recording him.
Yo, I'm right in front of his grill like this.
Let's go. Let's go. They're calling his name out.
Make some noise for CK.
And what happened?
And everybody, they're looking at him, and he's just like,
He's like, man, just
and the whole crowd is like, what the hell is wrong with it? The DJ's like, yo.
you ready or? So
And
did
he's
they
like,
keep
all right,
hyping
let's
him
do
up?
it again. Let's do it again. When I say C,
Yeah.
you say K. C, K, C, K. Make some noise for CK.
And what he
You hear the everybody's like,
And what he did,
and he's just like,
really? Wow.
he still did not go on
You
stage.
think he was starstruck?
I
mean,
don't
not
know.
starstruck, but just stage fright?
He caught stage fright right in that moment.
Wow.
I've never seen somebody catch stage fright in my life.
Wow. So how did he eventually get on?
It was the third time the DJ did the whole see.
Did everybody like, yo, go? Like, or was he just
After
did it
the
on the
second
strength of
time,
his
the
own?
fans were like, you had these chicks like, yo,
The fuck you doing?
and it's
Like,
it's a New York crowd, so people are like, yo, B, what's good?
yo, come on, B. I got work in the morning and all that. Come on, son.
So he finally goes on, and his voice is cracking and shit. So that was a pretty bad. It
was
got
awkward,
better.
man.
It got better.
Yeah.
But another one would probably be Migos. First time seeing Migos.
Piped up with you. Don't get me wrong. The crowd be lit for me.
It was a future tour.
But all them Atlanta rappers are terrible.
They
Like,
be too
at
cool
rappers,
for school.
yeah,
and
like
shit.
21 Savage. They kind of just chilling.
If you
Future
go-
is not even a
If you
great
scroll
performer.
all the way down on
On
my
your Instagram?
Instagram, I have a picture of that tour with Future and the Migos, and Tory Lanez opened.
Wow. That sounds
The
lit.
Migos were so garbage. Bruh, I
They're
was
just
like,
too cool for school.
they were
honestly.
just too cool standing in one spot. You're in a stadium and they're like this.
Yeah. They don't give you that energy, bro. They
It's
really
like,
don't.
yo, I paid how much for this?
They really don't.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
What's one more? I know you got another shitty performer.
One more.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Go by the years, I guess. Go
There
down.
was one time Smoke Purp was too smacked.
Really.
Yeah, he opened for Gucci Mane,
Uh-huh.
in Brooklyn.
And he
And
didn't
I
even
think
go
Lil
on
Wop
stage?
was supposed to be on that tour too, but
Yeah.
you know, something happened.
He barely even like went on stage, or
So Smoke Purp, he came on and you could just tell like something was off, and he was just really inebriated on something. I'm not gonna speculate, but he was just not in the right state of mind to perform. It kind of reminded me, you know, that video of Lil Peep being too smacked to perform. I don't know if
they
you ever
had to
seen
force him to force
so
him out.
it was kind of like that. And then you have hard hitting songs like Audi, and this
And he
guy's
just-
like,
yeah.
I'm just like,
Not really into that shit.
it was trash. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let me see some shitty performers. Definitely Lucky, bro. Lucky, bro. I feel so bad because in Rolling Loud Cali, it was Duke Deuce. If you guys know who that is, he was on another stage at the same time as Lucky. So I ended up leaving my friends with my girl off the strength of like, yo, babe, just trust me. This shit is gonna go crazy. Like, he's one of the OGs, like not OGs, but he was pretty popular in the underground scene. SoundCloud, he's up there. It's gonna be turned up. She's like, all right, fine. We go there. Y'all ready for Lucky? Let's go. And the crowd I was with was garbage. They weren't really into it.
You gotta.
My man said like this. He go, y'all ready to turn up? Hey, yo, y'all ready to turn up? Hey, yo, DJ, play that, man.
He don't move at all.
No, bro. He just... Bruh, not it, bro. Where we at? And then fucking, like... And then when the songs are going off, he's kind of just, like, there just rapping it. Like, there's no, like, going crazy, and the mosh pits were barely there. Ah, man,
I get that kind of like vibe. Like, you let the music and the you know what I'm saying. You let the some people do that. Some people are good at that too. Mm-hmm. But him, he just looks like a lazy piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie.
What's another show that I've been to where I was like, trying to think. Let me see.
Big Soulja? No,
I've never seen Soulja Boy.
I seen him at Yams Day.
Future's alright. He's just chilling. Chief Keef surprisingly is a fire, by the way. Like, I thought with how like chill Chief Keef is and laid back that he would just be kind of like Lucky, but he's a complete opposite. Like, gang. Chief Keef really be into it.
Fun fact, before we even met each other, we were at that same show. I was on stage and you was in the crowd going crazy. And I actually went down to the crowd for a little bit too.
Shit. Thug is actually a really good performer.
He used to be butt cheeks.
Think so?
He performed at my college when Best Friend was out. That shit was trash.
Damn, I'm blanking out. I'm not sure. I don't know too many, but definitely that Lucky was just not it. But yeah, that's that, man. Shit. Speaking of fathers, though, Father's Day weekend is here.
We were speaking about fathers?
Oh, yeah, we ain't speaking about fathers. What am I talking about?
But now we are.
But we here now. We're here now.
Yo, it's Father's Day weekend, y'all.
Let's give the flowers to the pops.
First of all, if you notice something, you feel me? We got these microphones. Shout out to our sponsor for these.
Everything
My
Colossal.
Father. You heard?
Oh, word?
Colossal Padre. You feel me?
He got you these shit.
Shout out to my pops. He got us these. And I can't thank you enough. You already know how much respect and how much I admire you. And he's an amazing man. And everybody in the community where I'm from knows who my father is.
Nice.
He literally had something to do with a lot of people's upbringing, especially in sports. So I just want to say shout out to you, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for buying these.
Hell yeah.
And it's Father's Day weekend, so shout out to all the incredible fathers out there, and just want to say how lucky we are to have the fathers that we have in our lives, because
the OG.
If you heard Kendrick's song Father Time, it makes you really recollect and think about, you know, yourself growing up and how your certain friends didn't have fathers around, and how
That's
lucky
true.
we are. It just makes you appreciate everything.
Nah, for sure, man. They might get on your nerves sometimes, but it's all love, man.
Hey, puppy.
They care. Oh, bro, yo, wake up, bro. 6 a.m, rise and shine. Like, bro.
Yo, your father's hilarious, man.
Yeah, my dad's super veteran, Navy, everything's military, bro. Everything.
And yeah, since it's Father's Day, we're gonna bring up we figured this segment would be really cool. What our fathers got us into growing up as far as music wise.
Right.
You know, our parents have a lot to do with what we grew up listening to.
That's facts.
And, you know, why not bring up some of those vibes?
Facts. So, all right, so for me, my dad is very old school, bro. So definitely no hip hop, no rap at all. I wasn't even a fan of rap at all growing up as a kid. I had the little mushroom Beatles haircut because I wanted to be just like them. Artists, a lot of bands back then. He loves Motown. Motown that's all he likes really. That like the Drifters, the Penguins. I got a whole list here. Jimi Hendrix,
Oof,
the Beatles,
Jimmy.
Temptations, Billy Stewart, the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson. Like he used to literally sit me down and sing for me. Like this is real music, bro, and play his cassette tapes, and I'll just be there watching my dad put on a whole performance. Like a whole concert.
Damn, and
He would put his glasses on.
It's
and
so
everything.
funny because he just was putting on a performance
I
last
be doing
night.
the same shit too. It could be one person in the crowd. Let's go! Shout out to that one person in the crowd. Let's go, man. Let's go. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he used to play he used to literally take his cassettes and then convert it into like a CD, or vice versa. Take the CD. He would have like a little thing.
Damn,
Like a little player, like a 3-in-1 type shit. But yeah, definitely that. But in terms of like hip hop, if he ever liked any, was that song? It's like a jungle sometimes. It's got me feeling. Don't push me, cause I'm close to Grandmaster Flash. There you go. Grandmaster Flash. Like this is real hip hop. This is real music, bro. None of that garbage. None of that shoot the cop, fuck the bitch. None of that shit. This is real music, bro. Look at that.
You know what's interesting with what you say?
They think every song is like that.
Zoe.
They think every song is super derogatory. Everything. Turn that shit down.
It's
bro.
interesting because on my mom's side of the family is where like a lot of, a lot of her like brother and just her side of the family, they got to experience the initial hip hop like in the 80s.
OG.
Yes, like the inception. That's the word I'm looking for.
Breakdance.
They literally, So my uncle Ralph, and you spoke to him the other
Ralph
day.
is mad cool. Yeah.
He knows Fat Joe and the whole Terror Squad, but
OG.
His boys were like the ones that invented breakdancing, which is crazy to me.
Crazy.
Insane. And some people in my family were involved with that too. But on my father's side,
I wish that was still a thing.
breakdancing,
Yeah.
you would be going crazy.
I'll be going crazy if I was to
Spinning
actually
on your
learn.
head?
Hell yeah, boy, going cray. So you think you can dance shit?
Yo, 40 comments, and my man's is gonna breakdance next episode.
Let's go. Bring out a cardboard box. I'm going crazy. Dead ass, boy.
But for my father, he really put me on to like Casey and the Sunshine Band. The Village People, YMCA,
Dead ass.
Casey and the Sunshine Band predominantly, like he would play the Boogeyman and all these vibes. Michael Jackson. He wasn't really a Prince fan. Never really rocked with him like that.
Too.
A little bit of Santana, even though he wasn't really into psychedelic music like that. But as far as hip hop goes, my father was a Biggie fan.
Really?
His favorite bar of all time, because we sip champagne when we thirsty. That's his shit.
He loves that shit?
He loves that bar.
Yeah, that shit.
That's
hard.
like his bar. Like,
yeah, that's it.
when we in the car, we already know to look to him because he go. Because we sip champagne when we
You should get that shit tatted right here.
Wow. Yo.
Nah, that's a
Yeah.
Hey, Biggie Smalls is a fucking legend, man.
Yeah. So, and then, at least when he would play like Whitney Houston sometimes, because my mom loves Whitney Houston and stuff.
No John Cena?
No John Cena.
Nah.
No
That's what's
Barry
up, though.
White.
Nah, he's not really into any of the modern shit at all? Nah, not really.
I mean, he would just let me rock, like, especially growing up listening to Wayne and 50 and The Game.
Did he think it was garbage?
I'm sure my father thought it was garbage. I'm sure to this day he thinks it's garbage, but
Yeah.
he lets me be who I am to the utmost degree.
Okay.
He doesn't really judge me at all, you know.
Yeah, my dad thinks
My mother might judge, but my father.
Yeah,
no.
I will show for shits and giggles, my dad, I'll hear him from across the room. He has like a Google Play thing. Hey Google, play Yeet. And then I'll hear it, and then I'll go into the room, and he got sunglasses with a hat to the side. How you like this, bro? This is real music, yeah. Like mad sarcastic with it. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, yeah, it's garbage, Dad. Like,
Yeah.
I'll hear him like, play, what's the name? Little Uzi Vert. Play it right now, and you hear it. It do not matter. He's like, yeah, Aaron, this is real music. Yo, the funniest shit, bro.
Yo, 50 comments if you want to see him and his dad do a reaction video.
Hell yeah, bro.
50.
Give us 50 comments. Me and my pops with the new pearly white tee guy.
Hey.
You gonna be smiling like crazy, bro.
But
So,
yeah, shout out to the dads, man.
Big
Really
facts.
appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
Facts.
And we're so lucky to have y'all, man.
Yes, sir. Love
God
you,
bless
dad.
y'all.
Love you, dad.
Facts, man.
So yeah, man, shit. Today is currently, at the time of this recording, June 18th. Now, for those who that date might ring a bell, unfortunately, 4 years ago today, that boy X passed, bro. I usually don't like to say the term anniversary because that sounds like a positive thing. So
Yeah.
I kind of just say, I don't even say anything. I just say
This is
4
a
years
day.
ago today.
Yeah.
You know, because, when you say anniversary of someone's death, it just sounds weird.
So tell me,
But
where were you?
yeah,
and
where
what
were
was,
you?
What was going on when you found out X passed?
All right, so I was literally on my way to Paris with my ex at the time, right? So I got into the car. My boy Oliver picked us up. We're on our way to JFK, and I'm just scrolling through my phone, and I don't know if it was Instagram or I think my boy Hector is a huge X fan, had texted me like a TMZ article or some shit. It's like XXXTentacion, critical condition, has been shot or something like that. Florida rapper, blah, blah. And I was really getting into X's music after that Ghetto Christmas Carol mixtape that he dropped in December of 2017.
Right.
So I was really getting into his music, fire. So when I see now, I was like, oh, nah. And I remember for like a good couple hours, it was nothing but like pray for X hashtags. Pray for X, pray for X.
We didn't know what was.
Nobody really knew, but
Yeah.
then that video went crazy viral of him in the car, of him slumped like that. But it was so weird because there was no blood, no nothing. And they said he got shot in the neck. So I'm like, what the hell? It looks so... That video is so eerie, bro. I haven't seen it since, but I'll never forget, like, him like that, slumped in the driver's seat. And everybody wanted answers. Like, and I remember Ski Mask was live with another rapper.
Mm-hmm. And he was told.
And he was trying to tell him. The other guy was trying to, like he was in a good mood. Like, yo, what you on? And then he's, like, kind of sad. Like, yo, I think Ski got shot. I think X got shot, bro. And the other dude wasn't listening. Like, I think X got shot, bro. And then that shit is just wild. And then you don't remember that Soldier Kid guy that got viral? All right, so that was going on that day, where it was a guy with a red mask. He went crazy viral because he...
Oh, yeah. He was in the
running,
vicinity, right?
He was running with that XXX thing before X passed. So it was like a crazy coincidence. And you see on his story, he has a pistol on his lap and he's eating food.
Right.
And it's literally like a mile away
Like,
from where
yeah.
X got shot.
Yeah.
So he actually ran away with that. He had nothing to do with the shooting, but he said, fuck it, I'm about to go viral with this shit. And he gained like 1 million followers, even changed his fucking icon to a picture of X.
Wow.
Mad shit, bro. Wildin'.
That's the utmost clout chase.
Crazy. And then the next 2 days, he made a video like, I want to apologize, you know what I'm saying? He kind of talks like Kodak. I mean, they all from Florida. But he was just like, yo, I had nothing to do with it. And everybody was commenting like, yo, you kill X, you kill X.
Yeah.
Like, it just, the pieces were there. The evidence was all there, bro.
Yeah, it was just a crazy coincidence.
The cops said that it was people in masks or some shit. So, but yeah, that was a sad ass day. That whole week when I was in Paris, I was mad sad, bro, low key, because of that shit. I was fucked up.
I mean, I was literally laying down, and
He said,
nah,
let me stop.
my ex at the time, we were going through things at the time, and we weren't really talking for a few days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the ice was broken. She's like, hey, just to let you know, XXX passed away. And I was like, what? So that kind of like,
Cause that was like a mutual thing that y'all had. You guys both liked X together.
nah.
Oh,
She just
so
knows
he just
that
randomly told you that.
Yeah, she just knows I'm in the music industry. and
Oh,
shit,
so she found an excuse to get in contact.
I
Again.
guess, but yeah, that's how we kind of rekindled or like reconciled whatever is just through X.
Right.
And I was laying down, I was like, I couldn't really believe it. Actually, she told
so
me
surreal.
because you know me, I be sleeping till mad late.
Yeah.
He had gotten shot already, and then it was that time period where people didn't know if he was dead or not. and then it was confirmed that he's dead. So I slept through that whole thing.
Wow. Okay.
And I woke up to he's actually
Yeah.
dead now.
Wow.
And you know, I wasn't the biggest X fan. I just remember watching all the videos afterwards, like you said, Ski Mask on live.
Mad shit.
There was just a lot of commotion going on, and somebody else died that day too.
Yes.
I think from Louisiana.
Yes.
It was Young Boy's op. Young Boy's op.
What was his name?
And now Young Boy's Boys is getting prosecuted for that murder too.
Oh wait, before I forget this thought, the guy, Dedrick Williams, whatever, the guy that was part of it, or whoever pulled the trigger, whatever. One of the dudes that was in that van that killed X was Kodak's barber.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
That's
there's like a picture of him with Kodak from like a few. It's crazy, man. And then also like his cousin that was in the whip, that blew mine too because he ended up just leaving, right? And then we haven't heard from that dude since, bro. Nobody knows where he's at. He wasn't in a documentary. Nobody talks about like, yo, what about the dude that was in the car with him? That's his cousin.
That's his cousin, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, he's
He
probably
didn't even speak on
traumatized.
He's lucky he's alive, boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I just remember at the
Shit
time,
gets me tight,
people immediately started calling him the Tupac of our generation, and I get it. I definitely understand it.
For the youth, for sure.
Yeah, and I just remember because of my day job, I just remember, you know, everybody being sad as hell. You know, I really got to see firsthand how X affected certain people because he didn't affect me like that.
Yeah.
I thought his music was cool. I loved his fights, you know.
Yeah.
But as far as like genuinely on some Kid Cudi shit, like being serenaded by the music, it wasn't me.
Okay.
But to see that, you know, I really
The
got to
thing
understand.
that was so sad, I think, was because obviously the material that he has, the type of music, the sad songs that he has, it's like, and then he talked a lot about death a lot, and that he was like, oh, if I die, it's because of Drake. Remember that whole shit? I don't know. He posted that on his story. He literally put that on his story. Like, if I die, and he tagged Drake.
That's just another
So
layer
weird.
to that conspiracy that Drake killed him.
It's just, I don't know, man.
You saw the comments in episode 18. Somebody said Cleo killed her son.
Why, for the bread? And all
Some
that
shit like that. I was just like,
that's
damn.
easy to say because they've been milking a lot of his shit. His Look At Me project actually kind of flopped. You saw that?
I'm not surprised.
29K. But the way I see it, all those songs are old material. So why would you even? It's not gonna do sales.
The
'cause
first
you could hear
half-
it anywhere else.
I think the first half was
All
the
SoundCloud
SoundCloud. So now
but OG X fans are just
now those songs are gonna make money because you know they're on streaming. But so I get it. As far as the sales go, I understand that too. You know, it's been 4 years. This is fourth posthumous project. Third.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go down from there, just like Juice WRLD shit.
Right. But yeah, that X shit is it's such a crazy like moment in hip hop, bro, cuz the stuff he was preaching to the youth is just so sudden.
That's what really was sad about it, cuz
sudden, bro.
I knew from somebody who wasn't the biggest X fan, I knew that he was transitioning to a better
person,
human being.
Everything, man.
So him with the blue hair, like him having those lives in his car, that same car he got killed in. Have you seen the
documentary yet?
Nah.
No, okay. Nah, but it's just like it's the thing that's the most sad about it. It's the what could have been, I think.
And just that whole time period, like a few weeks after Juice dropped that "Legends Never Die" song, and that made me sad as hell.
Legends used to have me cry all the time. I used to literally cry to that song, like be mad fucking sad. And then somebody made a homemade, like an amateur music video, and it's Lil Peep, X. I'm like, nah, this is too much, bro. I can't.
There's even that sketch,
Mac Miller.
That sketch that went viral. It's all the dead homies like Juice.
Oh yeah,
Mac,
Fredo,
everybody. Yeah,
Pop Smoke now. Shit's fucked, man.
Yeah.
R.I.P. X, bro. That shit's crazy, man. Then the Juice WRLD passing too made it even more crazy because when I went to his show, Juice's show, that's the last song he plays is Legends. And then everybody put your X's up.
It's
And
just,
then he plays that, and it's so ironic.
I think it's
now,
so
like,
important to understand the power of your words. What you speak and put into
Oh yeah.
what you say and
down.
put out to the world will
Yeah.
come through
And
fruition.
X
bro.
said a lot that he's gonna be a sacrifice. Like he said it in his live. Like if I'm gonna be a sacrifice, like let it be. If I don't have a millions of people coming to my funeral or something like that, then I didn't do I didn't do it right. Like it's just the shit that he preached was very.
All I'm
eerie.
gonna say is to bring it all full circle. What you say is very important, bro. Do not play around with your words because you're putting it out to the universe.
He said that. He said it's karma. He said if I die, it's because I deserve it. That's what he said in one of his lives. So it's kind of crazy. So young too. Like
21
mentally, he was way ahead.
He was
way ahead.
He was in 3000. He was in 3018.
He was 20, bro.
3019.
And you got people like Kanye, Kendrick, like Kanye, like, oh, I wish I would have worked with you and shit like that. Like, I don't know. I know a lot of rappers kind of regretted, like, damn, I wish I would have worked with that dude. He was so diverse. Shit.
Yo, for all my crypto investors, man, I just got a notification that Bitcoin hit 17K.
What was it before?
Its highest was 60K.
60K? So it went down?
It went down to 17K, and I think it's the lowest since 20. It might have been 2019, 2020.
Why they go down?
Because the FBI is looking to ban crypto because crypto is decentralized, meaning the U.S. government can't make money off of it. And yeah, so
interesting.
Yeah, Bitcoin at 17K.
Shit.
All right, let's get into these hot takes.
We got some hot
we got
tamales.
a few. I know we uploaded it a little late, but
yeah.
What we got going on?
We got some. So boom, my man said, Playboi Carti is the best performer of all time.
We could definitely judge
Have
that.
you ever heard of Michael Jackson? Have you ever heard of Chris Brown? What are you talking about, bro? I'm assuming he's talking about hip hop, but hell,
as far as actual performing,
not the crowd. That's different.
Dumb ass.
He has the best crowd experience in the game today. That I can say. He surpassed Travis. He surpassed Uzi in terms of you want to get your money's worth at a show, you go see Playboi Carti.
I think Travis
but him
is still
performing itself.
I think Travis is still the best performer.
I don't think so. Not right now. Not until he drops. Until he drops.
Carti is not gonna have a roller coaster riding over your head, bro. Like that's crazy.
But
a whole
right
Ferris
now,
wheel.
Carti got it.
But Travis Scott's shows are so lit that 8 people died.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying?
But technically, that could have happened at a couple other shows. No,
I don't know.
You think it's that lit that's why that happened?
I mean, it was so.
You don't think that could happen at a Playboi Carti set?
It could easily happen, but I don't think. What was it? 100,000.
It's because of the rage shit that he puts out.
I don't think 100,000 people are rushing to see Carti. Maybe like a good 30 at most.
I see.
You know?
I feel you. It's because he encourages. I don't want to say he does, but he kind of does. He encourages that fuck authority kind of. He be tweeting like, "Yo, let's rage," or like he'll post a picture of somebody all bloody, like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, jump the fence. Fuck it. Let's go crazy. Like, yo, you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna jump though? My man's is paralyzed now, bro. From Terminal 5, 2017. Like, are you really gonna do it? My man's jumped and just, he's like, yo, bring him up here. Bring him up here. Give him his ring and shit. Now my man's is paralyzed from the neck down, boy.
I didn't know that.
I don't want to say it's Travis's fault.
I didn't know that.
He is his own
that was
man.
a New York show, right?
On Terminal 5.
God
That's
damn.
the second balcony he dropped from. There's 2.
God
and
damn.
nobody fucking caught his ass. Clearly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, boy, he's fucking paralyzed.
I thought he just broke his feet or something.
Nah, hell no. Like, was it worth it? No. I mean, if somebody tells you jump off a bridge, are you gonna do it? So technically, in the court of law, if I was his lawyer, it'd be like, bro, he's a grown ass man. He jumped on his own. But the judge might be like, hey, but he antagonized it. He said, are you gonna do it though? He was under pressure.
I don't know. There's a reason they call performers MCs or masters of ceremony is because
That's
you
what that means?
master of ceremony.
I never knew what MC meant, bro. I thought it meant Master Chief.
It best.
Nah, I
It
never knew
basically
that, though.
means like you're the master of the event. Like you dictate what's
Really?
going on, right?
Wow.
So as the master of
I'm
ceremony,
fucking
as
terrible.
the dictator behind the mic, you kind of have a responsibility of keeping your crowd, safe.
Wow. I always thought that an MC meant nothing, and it just meant that you're a rapper, like a lyrical rapper.
Nah.
Wow, okay.
Master
You
of
learn shit
ceremony.
every day. Thank you, teacher. Appreciate that, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Have a bad day. My man said, I Never Liked You is better than any Drake album since 2016. Damn. Since 2016?
That was when Views came out.
Yeah. I disagree.
What came out after that?
More
CLB,
Life.
obviously, More Life.
I don't think it's better than More Life. I'm going to be honest.
I think More Life is terrible.
No way. Nah.
I've always thought that.
Hell no. There's definitely like
And it was that
4
time
skips.
when
Like 5 skips.
Murder.
It's a little
Can we be
bloated.
honest? Murder on the Beat is not that good.
Murder Beats?
That was that time when Murder was taking over the whole industry, and I was like,
Nah,
this
you
is
gotta
that
look at his
mid.
resume. That shit crazy,
Of course,
bro.
it's great, but his music did not age well. But anyways,
Nah.
like his beats, nah.
Maybe the tag for you might sound outdated, but I think he could still kill it if he wanted to. You know?
But
I don't remember the last Murder Beats song, though. It's been
I'm
a
gonna be
while.
honest. When the Future album first came out, I was really on it.
Mm-hmm.
But as the weeks go by, I just find other things that I go to, like the Kendrick album.
Yeah, I think the Kendrick album is the best album this year, in my opinion, for sure. I like the Future album. That came out when I was in Puerto Rico, so I'll never forget. Like,
yeah,
on
he was
the
on the
beach.
beach. Yeah.
I was on the beach bumping that shit, bro.
Um,
Like the shit, Kodak's performance is really good. I actually like the deluxe. There's a song with Dirk that's really good, and a song with Young Scooter. Shout out Young Scooter because
throwback.
Future always puts him on his project. He still be showing mad love to him, and he's never blown up. It's crazy, but he's all right. But that song is fire though, for sure.
damn, better than any project after.
But definitely
2016.
not better than Scorpion. Are you crazy? The fuck outta
Actually,
here.
yeah, we're tweaking. It's not better than Scorpion.
Hell no. Hell no. Scorpion is actually really fire.
That's probably the only project that is not better than.
You don't.
Well, you
oh.
think More Life?
I
is
think
better.
More Life is yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
Except the KMT
With the
track.
new-
Fuck that. You took X's whole flow. Fuck out
With the new Future album, there's only like 4 or 5 songs I go back to.
I feel that for sure. My man said J. Cole's Off Season is overrated. I only listen to 3 songs. I respect it. I think
can't-
from beginning to end, it's a great listen though.
I can't really say.
It's a great
because
listen.
I only listened to it twice, like the whole thing twice.
Interesting. Okay. Well, because after seeing it live, like, damn, that's actually a really good album. Like, for sure. Like, the off-season tour, in Cali, that was the last date from his off-season tour. So, like, just seeing the basketball, like, the backboard come on and it turns on fire with the rim, that shit is fire. Like, with the camera on, like, talking shit in the beginning, throw your hood up. That song is fire. Nah, that's a good-ass album. I don't think it's overrated.
It's probably overlooked. I feel like it came out at a time where something had
really good.
something had to be going on at that time, because I feel like it just came and went.
Interesting.
Maybe
because
something
you're not
came
really
out-
a Cole fan.
I'm a Cole fan when it comes to Forest Hills Drive and KOD.
KOD.
All
This
that other
album was
shit.
better than KOD in my opinion.
Forest Hills Drive is by far his
Oh
best
yeah,
project.
hands down. Yeah, but I saw a take a couple episodes ago that he's still trying to live up to that project. That's how good it was.
That
No project
next-
will ever be better.
I
than
just
that.
think his biggest mistake was that All For Your Eyes Only project.
Because he was
right
riding
after
the
Forest
high off
Hills,
of that.
Bro, that shit was such a letdown compared to Forest Hills.
It was different. It was
crazy.
different, man. It was slower. It was more meaningful. I felt like
because he had his baby.
way more personal.
Yeah, it was a song. It was an album dedicated to his new family. So
Yeah, but there's a song that he had dropped, like a single, that he didn't put on that album, and I think he's an idiot for not doing that. Remember that song where he's like on a bus or sitting on.
Oh, he was addressing Kanye.
He didn't put that shit on the album. That was one of the best songs of that
He
time.
probably didn't want to put that energy onto like a family album.
Probably. A man said, speaking of J. Cole is one of the most overrated rappers of all time. He's honestly mid, maybe below mid, and he isn't even on the same lane as Kendrick and many other rappers like him.
He's kind of got that. It might be disrespectful, but he kind of got that Big Sean thing going on, where like,
Nah, I don't think so. He's not as disrespected as Big Sean. Big Sean
got bars and shit, but
Big Sean is like the laughing stock for a lot of people, unfortunately. Like, he just doesn't get the respect as a rapper.
J. Cole fans love him.
They die hard. Yes.
Love him.
I know.
Shout out Ari.
Yes. They say he's the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time, but he's just not better than Kendrick.
And he's not better than Drake. And he's not better
He
than...
definitely is a better rapper than Drake, bro. I'm not talking song making. He got way better
overall.
bars.
I'm talking about overall.
Yeah, but Drake is in his own lane. Drake is over here over anyone.
Yeah.
Drake is Drake,
Whatever.
bro. Just like sings, raps, all that.
I think with Cole is just like he says things personally that I think anybody can say.
Like the delivery of it or the actual
like
content?
The content. I feel like a lot of times he says things that anybody can say, and people are like, oh, and I'm just like, it's whatever.
I don't know, because then if you say that, then why aren't there any more J. Coles like that?
Because I feel like he had the Jay-Z co-sign early on, and then he dropped an amazing project with Forest Hills Drive, one of the best projects of hip-hop history. And after that, it's been a letdown, bro. I feel like a lot of people would agree with me.
I don't know. I think he's like top 10 in the game currently. Like, you know, I think he got bars. He's a
in no particular order. I got Drake, Kanye, Tyler.
Like all time type shit, or like current, like modern.
I guess you can say all time
for you.
Drake, Kanye.
Fuck it, be biased. Who cares?
Tyler. I feel like I'm missing some. Lil Wayne. Like J. Cole's like ladder 10.
All right, so if you was to compare it to like in the NBA, you know how we always do this, like in terms of A-tier stars, what would you put J. Cole at? Do you think he's a superstar? Does he give that? No. So what kind of player? He's like a Blake Griffin.
Make him a superstar for sure.
Okay. So what would you say? He's like
a B tier.
He's
B+.
like a DeMar DeRozan. You know what I mean? Is he like a?
I say
like a Julius Randle.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying though?
Boris Diaw.
Nah, don't do him like that, bro.
J. Cole
is he like a Chris Bosh?
J. Cole is the equivalent of Chris Mim.
No way. Nah, he's definitely he's like a 2-time All-Star.
No, he's not. He's more than that.
Okay. I was trying to say what you think. I think he's a B tier star. He's better, like an Andrew Wiggins, or more than that.
He's better than that, because Andrew Wiggins is in top 10 players in the league right now. So you got to think of a player who's top 10 in the league, but is not a superstar.
Is he an AD?
I was just thinking that. And Anthony Davis, I was just thinking that.
Okay, I could see that. Let us know how you feel about that, man. Yeah. How you feel? Where's J.
Who's
Cole
the NBA equivalent of J. Cole? Word. If LeBron is Drake.
And who's Steph Curry in the game?
He's kind of new. Just got 4 rings. Maybe Tyler.
I would say Future.
Future? Nah, I feel like.
So who's Future?
KD.
Listen, my man said A$AP Rocky is mid.
Oh shit!
Cap.
That's crazy. We was just having an A$AP concert last night.
Yo, tell me when I played Brand New Guys, that shit wasn't crazy.
Yo, that shit hit different.
I went crazy at that shit. I gotta be a DJ one day, man. Nah, A$AP Rocky's definitely not mid. I mean, he's not.
That's just it. A$AP Rocky's mid. Oh wow.
He's not like lyrical. He's not like a lyrical rapper, but what he brings to a track is like just his aura, like his flow, his cadence,
Just
the
like
swag,
just how Steph Curry changed the game of basketball.
everything.
ASAP changed the hip hop game.
So
From
fire.
clothes, nobody was rocking like dark goth clothes.
How could you
before
say
him.
he's mid? I low key think that's like a
Hate?
crazy take. Kind of.
He had people drinking 40-ounce beers.
No way he's fucking mid.
like come on.
Nah, bro. You think he's better than J. Cole?
Yes,
I
in my
respect it.
opinion.
Opium is the best artist-owned label right now. Ken Carson, Destroy Lonely, and Homicide Gang are all gems and have a lot of potential. Artist-owned label.
It might be. I mean, PG Lang might be up there with Baby Keem.
PG Lang.
That's Kendrick's.
Yeah, but we gotta see more. I just came out. Cactus Jack is the only one I could think of.
Yeah, and
Doesn't he have one too?
Yeah, but September's
Kinda
Witch is his
new,
only
right?
artist.
Yeah.
So we've had this
What about
discussion
Dreamville? My bad.
before.
What about Dreamville?
Yeah, but they're not on their level. They got JID, Earth Gang. In my opinion, I don't listen to them enough to say an opinion
Okay.
that they're like good. But I'm gonna go with Cactus Jack
Really? Okay.
because
They're not as secretive.
like Opium has Ken Carson and Travis.
Lonely.
Cactus Jack has
Sheck West, Don Tolliver.
Don Tolliver, and then for Sheck West they have Homicide Gang.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're kind of equivalent to each other at the moment.
I respect it. My man said MGK's verse on Ecstasy by Thug was not a bad verse. You know that song?
Wait, say it again.
Machine Gun Kelly's verse on the song Ecstasy, it's on So Much Fun,
Yeah,
was not a bad verse. Because a lot of people were clowning that
it
shit.
got wasn't it switched?
It wasn't on the album the first day. And then a couple hours later, they added it to it. He actually brought him out at Rolling Loud.
First of all, they
2019.
went on a whole tour together,
Really?
right?
I don't know about a whole tour. Maybe.
Yeah, they did. Jeffrey, Young Thug opened up for him like 3-4 years ago,
Fire.
which was a great look.
Yeah. No, they fuck with each other.
And I don't know the song at all, but I'm sure it was decent.
I'm sure it was decent. My man said, not really a rap take, but Chris Brown is top 3 R&B artist of all time.
He is.
All time?
He is. He just doesn't get the credit because he's a woman beater. So
So he's always gonna be a woman beater.
hell yeah. In
You
my
one of
eyes,
those. You one of
I am one of
those.
those.
Damn.
That shit's whack.
I give people.
That shit is mad whack.
I don't condone that. I don't justify it, but I don't think it's fair to put that against him for the rest of his life. I'm the type of person everybody deserves a second chance, bro. That's how I feel, man. I feel bad for him, bro. Low key, like that shit.
Oh, I feel bad
People
too.
still mention that shit to this day. You don't think that bothers him, bro? Every fucking day, like, yo, I was fucking like 19, bro. Obviously, he was old enough to understand that that's wrong, but yo, that man's a GOAT legend. I'm sure that shit bothers him still.
But
to this day.
obviously, at least for me, that's not the only thing that holds him back. He started getting into lean and the drugs and the whole thing. His whole image changed, which, you know, I guess he's his own man. He dictates who he wants to be. But him, when he first came out, so fresh, so clean, that young new stud, like he totally changed from that
That's true.
to wanting to hang out with Lil Twist and, you know what I'm saying? Like whoever else he was hanging out with, like that shit was whack.
But shout out Chris Brown. I could see it being top 3.
Last time I messed with him was Transformer, and that
That
was
song sucks.
after. That was after the
I know.
the thing. That was like his first song after.
I know. The album didn't do too well, the Graffiti album. But what was I gonna say? I mean, I don't listen to R&B like that, but I would think like Usher, Neo, like in that lane, that you would consider like top 5 type shit. You know, I don't really know too many like that.
He just has classics.
Would you consider The Weeknd R&B, like
Yeah, even though he's more pop.
Party
like,
Next Door and shit like that?
his early stuff, The Weeknd's early stuff is like on some goth R&B shit.
My man said 21 Savage is an awful rapper. He just has so much star power that everyone looks past it.
I don't think so.
I
don't think he has
gotta
star power.
disagree on that, bro. It's my boy right here. But the reason why I say that is because at first, when you first listen to 21 Savage's music from 2015, 2016, I was one of those people, like I told you yesterday. It's like, yo, 21 Savage is garbage. Like, I didn't think someone with that name would ever last past a year. It was extremely elementary. The bars were so ABC. Like, there was nothing to it really. And his cadence, his delivery was so like he's falling asleep type shit. But that's what kind of made him him. That's what made him stand
exactly what
out.
I was gonna say.
And two, if you've listened to his projects over the years, they got better and better. Like, his wordplay is alright. Like, he could actually rap. Like, Grammy nominated. I never would have thought 21 would turn out to where he's at now. He's a lot more mature with his bars. And Savage Mode 2 is actually a really good project, bro.
Savage Mode 2 is, I think, his best project.
Yeah, that shit was mad good.
And like you
He's
said,
not a bad rapper.
when you first listen to him, it's kind of like, what is this elementary ass like? But that kind of makes him who he is. He lets the beat ride, and he rides the beat.
Before I forget, he's never had a bad feature. Period.
Hence the new Drake album. The new Drake album. What's it called? The song? Drew Chung.
What the fuck's the name of it?
It's like Chung Lee or some shit.
Nah, hell no. It's a Nicki Minaj shit. Nah, Jimmy Cooks.
Jimmy Cooks.
But 21 always bodies his features, bro. His flow is always fire. He gives you something different every time in terms of his. A lot of people like recycle shit, but it's fire.
He's not even a star though. I don't consider him a superstar because he said that carries him. I don't think he's a superstar at all.
The reason why I don't think he's a superstar is because, one, his personality. He's not in your face like that. He don't get into drama.
Right.
He's very to himself. He's just chilling. Like, you don't really see him getting into any controversy. He was on live actually before the podcast started, just chilling, just talking to the crowd, to the camera.
The only time you hear of 21 is music and maybe a podcast here and there. 21
is in his own lane, and shout out to him for literally like still being relevant. You would think someone like 21 Savage
out of that whole 2016 era, I did not.
He's still here.
I thought Yachty was dope, but I thought he was gonna be out of there too. You know.
Yeah, I mean Yachty's definitely not as big as he used to, and it's, you know, but he's still relevant though. Like, he's still there, still doing shows, he's still here.
I feel like you will never find yourself in a situation saying 21 is falling off, or like he has a make or break album coming up. You know,
because he's chilling.
He's not on his Uzi shit.
That's true.
You know,
and he's pretty successful. Like, they sell well.
He has a 70-30 deal with his label. So
real quick, from the people from the 2016 list, has any of them fallen off? Dave East, maybe. Lil Dicky. Probably Lil Dicky.
Definitely Lil Dicky.
He's probably the only one. Because Herbo's still out here. Never had a smash hit, but he's still out here. Everybody in the industry fucks with Herbo.
Curry,
Denzel Curry, he's out here.
He's even bigger.
Out here. Going crazy.
He might have album of the year.
Out here. Yachty's still out here. Uzi's still out here. Kodak Black, out here. The only one is really Dave East.
Trippie was the next year, right?
2018. He was on it late.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, he blew up 2017, though. He blew up after them.
Yeah.
Who else was on there? That's it. 21 Savage, yeah. Anderson .Paak was on there.
Yeah, but he's
a different lane.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
He's with, what's his name?
It's really just Dave East that never really, because he's not really an album artist. He doesn't have that mainstream appeal, because he had a couple songs that Chris Brown shit, Survival album was whack. He's just not really an album artist.
He was with Paranoid, like his parent, I think it was Paranoid.
Hate Me Now and Kyrie Channel are his best projects. 2015, 2016. After that, I don't know.
Those were the really good albums. So
that was it. Those were it.
I was in the studio when he made Karma, the mixtape.
Karma with the red. It's like a heart, right? That's a good song.
And I was in that, and the way he like gets off his songs, he makes songs in 15 minutes. It's crazy.
We got one more take. My man said, I'm going to do a female take. Rihanna wipes the floor with Beyonce's discography and feature-wise.
A lot of people say this. Beyonce can't really sing like that.
What? Get this man off the podcast. What are you talking about, boy?
A lot of people say that, man.
Okay, a lot of people say Drake is trash.
Keys
what does that mean?
sings way better than both Rihanna and
Alicia
Beyonce.
Keys?
Yeah.
Listen, that's not the take.
I know.
Beyonce's about to drop, actually. Seen that, right?
No.
Yeah, she tweeted that she's dropping like in 2 weeks. It's called Act 1 something. So Beyonce back. Rihanna is already a legend and hasn't dropped in 6 years. 2016.
Auntie, right? Yeah.
She has already classic projects.
Rihanna's
songs,
a
features.
billionaire.
When was the last time she did a feature?
Who?
Rihanna.
Probably
I don't.
that song that was produced by Travis Scott. I don't think there's a feature on that shit.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't listen to both of them like that. I guess.
That Money in the Air song.
Oh wait, we got one more tig. Hold on, somebody just commented. Sofago is extremely overrated. All the other SoundCloud 2.0 artists are surpassing him. That EP was trash.
I don't think so.
Bugging.
I thought that EP was pretty alright.
Solid.
I didn't even listen to the whole thing.
And I'm sure Sofago was like mad nervous. Like, yo, I haven't dropped in so long. I really hope the perception is good. Because perception is everything.
He's smart.
The narrative,
bro.
like with this whole Drake album, people haven't even heard it probably and they say it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's just what people are rolling with. I made a comment that said this album sucks. I got like 800 likes. I'm sure people didn't even hear it, but they just liked it because it's just cool to do. So, honestly, that Sofago project is really good.
And he dropped it on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. He said, fuck it.
Yeah,
no features.
He dropped it on a Tuesday, and they do, because you can, to be on Billboard for that following week, you got to drop on a Tuesday or Friday.
Yep. Wait, hold on. We got one more comment real quick. With how hard Drake fans are defending this album, he might take the cake for worst fan base. It's okay to admit something isn't good if it's not good. Worst fan base?
Worst fan base?
They do be blowing beef. I ain't gonna lie.
Blowing beef.
They
Yo,
do
honestly, everybody is subconsciously a Drake fan. Everybody in the world, bro.
There are some people that genuinely be hating.
Everybody in the world is subconscious.
That's the key word, yeah.
Like, you don't even know it, and you're in the back, like.
Yeah, you gotta fuck with Drake.
Like, come on, bro.
Your grandma fucks with Drake, bro. Come on, your cat fucks with Drake. Meow. But yeah, that's all we got. Turn me up.